There we go.
Agent, priority objective available.
Today in the land of gear test.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Alright. It's always safer when she's not around. Because she's a what works operative and she murders people. That's what she does for a living. Alright. Which one knows which one? This is my shotgun build. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So this one's a little different as far as builds go. We're going to play with it today because I picked something. And we're going to see if it's any good. Doxpecker is a joke. I ain't going to lie there. It is missing. Why is it missing? I'm going to laugh if it really did not make it in here. There it is. Exactly what I'm looking for. We have the slingshot. That's the summer event gun. So, yes, let us begin. I do prefer Dark Winter, but slingshot, like so many of my weapons, it still has the option of being altered. So, I'm trying to figure out which one of two builds I like better. Come on, keyboard. There we go.
Lately, systems really have been taking a beating. Not again.
while I wait for the mysterious mad cow to arrive.
Comms has to be our number one priority.
Let's call him Exterminator.
Time to make adjustments. So, problem with this build, and always was the problem with this build. I'm running Hunter's Fury pieces. So, Hunter's Fury. Decent set. Quite literally terrible for what we're trying to do, but it is what it is.
Incoming backup request.
Ooh, there we go. Okay. So, ideally, I wouldn't run this low on that armor. I don't like that idea. I hate that idea, in fact. But this build almost demands it, so we deal with it. Yep. All right. If I told you I didn't smoke, would you believe me? The answer is no, you would not. Not in the slightest. That's all right. That is all right. You're about to get nasty with it.
Feels so good to sit down. My back is killing me.
You know what, lady? Grandpa don't care. Grandpa's here to murder things. This is all called hip hop grandpa, which are rare, but increasingly growing in number as hip hop gets older. But grandpa does not care. I probably should pay attention to numbers when I run these. Alright. Things about to get
I really
weird.
wish I had a complete set of socket wrenches.
I really wish
You
you'd
never
stop talking.
find the 5/16th when you need it.
Alright, so goal right now. Power level these pieces. It's a mid-range machine gun, which is weird. And that's the biggest thing here. A weird idea. Which is why it's coupled with what it's coupled with. Ideally, I ain't trying to feel all that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I will literally make all those levels back this weekend. But it is what it is. So yeah.
Clan member requesting backup.
Ideally, I got more work to do. Okay, whatever.
Should really find time to clean and oil these tools. Don't want them to get rusty. Could probably make some string out of old plastic bottles. Might come in handy.
lordy, lordy, lordy. Alright, so I'm going to try and get this done. Sorry if I'm not as entertaining as usual, but it ain't my fault today. Today turned out to be a mental health weekend crash for a lot of people I love. I have to jump out and peace out. That's what happens. But I'm going to try and avoid that. Wish me luck. Because Lord knows my mental health suffers from trying to make sure everybody else's mental health doesn't. And mine was never great.
Could use some more crafting materials. I really should make myself a nice, comfy chair.
I wish you'd make me a nice comfy chair. Excuses. Okay, almost done with this piece. So you don't actually have to do this Hunter's Fury set. I will because I like overkill way too much. Overkill ends up being exactly what I don't need in life. Make sure that knee pad is right, because I think I saw it is hyena. Nope, it is outcast. Okay. We're gonna get out there and we're gonna cause a ruckus. I will at some point switch over to a true patriot build. But I'm trying to save that when our guest arrives. Mostly because it's fun to help someone else figure out leveling. But she is busy, a little all over the place herself. So give her some time. This is a last minute arrangement. So I just want to make sure everything gets right. And we will go from there. Alright. I don't need the full bar of this, but I will.
Should really find time to clean and oil these tools. Don't want them to get rusty.
Literally nothing I'm doing really needs to be done the way it's being done. But full barring this piece is important in this aspect of the testing. Alright. So, reasons for reasons. So, I'm going to walk away from that. Let's make it easy. So, reasons for the reasons. Okay, so this is a full bar, for the most part, damage build. And, what's fun about that? They're here, they drive you insane. Yes. Okay. So, max damage isn't as important as collective damage, which is what we were dealing with here. But like I said, this thing got range, which is weird. So this will actually be the closer up of the two weapons. So, build, under a million, I'll live. That's running repair allies. That's not the most efficient use of this build. So let's see if I can swap something else in for it. I think I got another chest for it. We'll find out. Not looking good. Not looking good. That's alright though. So what we'll do, we'll throw in the Hunter's Fury. I should have one in my bag. If I don't, I'll swap it. Kind of like the other one better. So I'll pull that one. So we'll put Hunter Fury on there and we'll switch the gloves that I did not work on into its spots. All right. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. So a little more protection, a little more damage per gun. Okay. Oh, forget you street test time. Alright, so street test time, let's go. And as always, I don't know why only Tuesdays I get that lag. I actually have as many things running now as I did then. Probably slightly more. Swap it.
It actually represents America. That's an impressive weapon.
Nothing to see so far.
We be murder. Let me check something first. Checking.
Nobody's trying to steal this shit.
Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Alright.
He is hilarious. And like she in this video with these dogs just laughing with the dogs. She's funny.
Alright, so here we go. Street tests. Down I go.
Agent incapacitated.
Why? Because literally NPCs are trash. Alright.
We did it!
Hostile control point detected.
Yoshi, shut up.
Let me clear my throat.
Jojo! I'm here, and I'm ready.
Huh?
I'm ready.
I sent you like 6 invites, girl. Talking about I'm ready, and I'm occasionally just keep pressing invite. I'm like,
Hello.
what's going when she's ready? So I'm ready. No, she's not.
I'm not. Because I say I'm ready, and then 2 minutes later, I'm like, oh. Not even
Okay,
2 minutes.
I'm
2 seconds.
starting because I only got like 2 matches left. I gotta go to these
Okay.
places so I can come back and we can play some more.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
Oh, quiet. I'll be back.
That's okay. I
Ooh,
will
there's that lag.
play. I will play
Look at that lag. Sucks the lag.
or Outlast.
Sucks the lag.
And then I asked them, I'm only staying for a little bit, and they better not be trying to ask me to take nobody home. 'Cause they already talking about, oh, we called you earlier to see if you could pick so and so up. Yep, I figured. That's why I didn't answer the phone.
Pick who up from where?
So my aunt, the one that was in the coma, she lives down the street from me now because she lives, my mom. When my mom moved out, they gave the house to my aunt. That's where my aunt lives now. But she and my grandma all said they were going to Janine's this holiday. They're like, we're not doing nothing. We going to Janine's. I'm like, perfect, because I didn't want to do shit anyway. I could play my game all day. And then my other aunt was like, oh, well, I'm not going to Janine's. Like, I'm going to just be at the house, and you should come over. And I'm like, I really don't want to, but okay, sure, I'll come over. But now all of a sudden it seems like, everybody gonna be there. You gotta smell our surprise.
So,
us to do this.
the lag got me. Tasty. Okay. Let's see about this lag.
That's a W.
Stay on, fool, stay on.
I am good.
Well, what are you doing? Oh, that was a nice kick.
I'm getting better.
And that was a nice throw.
Let's see where that lag came from. Let's see. Come on now, open.
No! I was doing so good.
No! 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 I was trying. That was funny. I tried to hit him with the bomb. I hit the whatchamacallit, but I did not hit him. Hit the
Gotta love that.
Kick.
So
that one kick you did was beautiful. I seen
this is where the issue is. No packet loss, but you see how it's barely sending me in detail?
Distance.
This should be like 18 or 19 for it to be balanced with no real lag.
Sometimes I'm really good at this one. Sometimes I get thrown off right at the start. How am I still frozen in this? Jesus. No! Oh, I didn't know that part of the bridge was falling. Well, that gives me time to go in some things.
Do that real quick. See if we can reconnect this with a better connection. To fix the packet loss. Even though the system says I ain't got packet loss, there's some packet loss. That's why this is taking so long to go. Come on. up at 85%. That ain't the game doing it. Let's see what's costing. Those are processes. All the processes. Performance. See this makes no sense. See how it keeps dropping down there? I have nothing on the receiving end that's getting received. And then it spikes out.
And I made that in just enough time. I don't know what
What else
thing
I
I
had?
picked.
It's fighting it. This gets in. Really something going on here with the Ethernet connection. That'll be fun. We'll get this figured out. By those drop downs, that may mean I need to redo these wires, which is annoying. Because this is literally the only game that drops down.
Oh, he killed me. Fucking KO with this.
But I might have to run out anyway, so it is what it is.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, he KO'd me with the the shovel. Like killed me. That shit was crazy.
Made it last minute. Fucking bomb. Oh my god.
Those bombs, and sometimes the fish be so deadly.
Or I could play DVD and then we could play DVD until your sister wants to play this.
Well,
I'm like,
I must leave after like this match. So I don't know what my sister's doing. I don't know if she was like she doesn't have no way to get to my aunt. I don't know if she was relying on me. Like if so, then she's gonna be leaving too right now.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer.
They don't be telling me stuff. They
Kelso
don't be
had to
asking
go.
me until I'm like,
Said it was safer
oh,
for
I'm
us if
already
she's
on
not
my way,
here.
and they be like, oh, well, can you pick me? Like you should tell me.
maybe they didn't have it together. That's the whole point. And then, you know, now they're like, well, JJ.
No. I don't like the expecting to like ask me. Don't expect me just because I'm going that way.
That's much better.
Works.
That's not how you wish it would work.
No, that's not how it works. Sorry. I might have worked when I was a child and I didn't have no say so, but that's not how it works. I don't like people expecting just because I'm available or whatever. What my mom did when we was little, like it's like, oh well, you don't have friends or whatever, or your friends are on the game, so I know you're gonna be home, so I'm just leaving kids with you because I'm expecting you to watch them because I know you're gonna be here. Like no, you ask me, don't just expect me because I'm gonna be there. Let's see what this bat is. Fucking me up.
Looking good. Again, mid-range. So this is the weird part. It's optimal range.
No, that's not you. Yeah, it's just another duck that looks like you. Oh, that was
I've been getting more kicks though lately. Just been waiting
Yeah,
for them
I
to
saw
line
you
up.
did. Trying to
So
not get knocked out by this guy with this fucking
they gave this one the
thing.
same range as a rifle. Rogue Gold doesn't like it. I am finding ways to make things work.
Move out my way, bro.
When I'm not
Damn.
lagging, it's hitting.
Anna's in the corner. So I be throwing so they can't come over here. Oh no!
Civilians in distress.
Alright. So yeah, it's basically been given the range
That
by
did get a ride
design.
over there that lives close. You don't expect me to be taking you back because that's too much
60.
pressure on me to stay later. Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
So that optimal
Like that's
range
what
I
they
mean,
on
you're
the
not
most
the end all
rifles,
be all. They can fall
all
in
the double machine guns. So it's got the longest range except
Someone
for
has to give them a ride.
it matches up with the marksman rifles. Should it have to match up the marksman rifles? Hell no.
Tastes like it has rosemary in it.
Does it mean by virtue of its
I have smart
introduction?
water, but none of the other ones taste like that. This tastes like it has herbs in it.
But
Oh, I love smart water. Smart water is delicious.
but as I
It
said,
is
by
delicious, but I'm like,
virtue of its introduction, they should have introduced with it in this season a marksman submachine gun build. Which ironically, so many of the characters in this game that carry marksman rifles have a submachine gun as their secondary. So I'm not sure why they didn't. It's like why they don't have an assault rifle build. It doesn't make sense. So I can sit there and pick on that one. Switch over to this one. The only limitation on this gun for what I'm working with is literally
It wasn't even that like anybody hit me. I just fell in the water. Like I don't know how I didn't have no stamina all of a sudden.
literally
it's so hard to get
how big that clip is.
I need to be more.
It's running ACP, so ACP is not going to have that whole shaking. So you're not really losing your stability easily. So you can work this thing. Now I'm on the low end, armor-wise, so you have to work this.
When I'm already passing, I'm gonna be like, yes, but I'm gonna be mad about it.
For this coverage. Work the coverage, work the map. What I always say with submachine guns. Throw it down. So they're rotating back to me. Again, range and optimization like a rifle. But it's not the standard rifle, it's the marksman rifle. So I can do this. And roll.
Ride with me, but I'm leaving before 6, so if you want to stay later than that, find your own way home. That's what I text her.
We're back. I could literally put a scope on this thing. Not going to because that'd be stupid. But
my like mom is more like, yeah,
the weapon optimization, yeah, I could.
Tell you that story. You're like, okay.
That's what I did. I ended up sitting there for hours because it's like then once I get, I don't know, my family kind of makes me the center of attention unwantingly. Like I don't want to be the center of attention. Why is everybody
We're hitting
leaving?
300,
Why
400,000
I
every single
leave? It's like,
time
dang, JJ left. Like,
with a
why?
headshot.
I just,
You're awesome.
I'm just trying to one not be that. Don't like. I don't know. I feel like my mom's house, like the house that we grew up in. It was like I understand why she gave it to my aunt, but that was not the smart play. Like that's the family house, and now it's kind of not because my aunt isn't really like, not that she's not a family person, but it's like she don't really be liking everybody over there. So now that we have these family events, it's like, oh well, we'll go to so and so's apartment that can fit 2 people, but we about to cram 30 people in here. Like, no, I'm gonna stay home. I don't want to be around all that. That's too many people in a small place where y'all are cooking, so it's hot as hell. Like, nah, I'm good. Oh, he threw himself off.
There's a lag.
Knocked him out. Nice. Oh, he knocked both of us out with an uppercut. How'd he hit both?
Alright, so now we have the lag, have him coming in from behind. Need to get down, stay in this cover.
Oh God,
No,
yeah.
just stay alive. You just stay alive. You just stay alive. He's coming back. He's coming back. He should die. He should die.
Ow, I was about to say. Like, he's here.
I knocked him out before the bomb went off too. Like, I tried to get him.
Last minute. God.
I was like, oh, just sacrifice on
We
him.
play Starship before.
Hostage held is critical.
Yeah, hostage shell is critical. So is mine, because I'm not able to keep the shield up when I'm lagging.
Looks like I opened you. And that was elbowing me. I'm 12 and 15. I'm doing it.
Hello? I know, Grandma, but I forgot. Then it got late. It was good. I ate like 3 of them that night and finished 2 earlier this morning. Okay, I'm leaving here now, and I'm staying up until like about. I'm trying to be home before 6:30 because I gotta get all his stuff. He in the room. Just the baked beans. He vegan, Grandma, so he don't eat like dairy and stuff like that no more. He just potato salad, he ain't gonna be able to eat those. The baked beans, I'll give him a plate of baked beans. No meat, no fish, none of that. No seafood, just strictly veggies. I don't know. I text her, she don't text back. No, like I text her like a couple minutes ago. Well, like 20 minutes ago. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, wait, she just texted me back. She said she's riding in here. I'll pick her up. You see, even before my grandma, even though she already knew, like they just almost depended on me for everything. You gonna go pick up your sister? Like,
you're awesome though, so why not?
There we go, I'm about to go down.
No, the issue is like
Again, this is the lag causing this. Woo! Up here, get down.
Rawhides and stuff like that. So it's like I don't want him to go in there and one take them because he does, and then 2, if he tries to take her raw hide, she is very aggressive about like food items like that. She will try and bite you, and you can't really run to get away. Like you're not supposed to do that. So hopefully they act like they got something correct.
So it's network connection. Yep. So packages are live.
Not getting on. What's it called?
Not getting on DVD. Well, when I come back.
Well, wait. If you come back, are we playing DVD? I would get on DVD. first about that.
I mean, if I come back, we can play some DVD. I don't mind playing it. Y'all gonna carry me? Y'all want to carry me, so y'all don't ask me no more. I'm terrible at this game.
No. You be playing with them, first of all.
But
And
who
don't
is
be mad.
them?
So,
Who is them? Because them is not a people.
he and, what is her name? Aries. Them.
No, one Aries moved and had to play DVD.
Now, so look, who you talking about? Y'all don't be asking. Like, who's y'all? If you gonna
I'm
ask
about to
who's
tell
them,
you.
y'all,
I know, I didn't
you
say.
know who's
I'm
saying.
gonna say, not add me, invite me. The last time I played with Inky, she invited me. So
She invited you
Access
recently.
needed.
She was just in here 2 days ago inviting
Invited who?
you.
That's what I'm saying. I go when she invites me. You don't be inviting me, girl, to DVD.
Because you be like, I'm playing with other people. Today I'm doing this.
No,
My
I
dog
don't, because there's
crazy.
never been a time.
There's shit all over the walls.
No, there's never been a time
Some
that you
weird
have
shit.
been on DVD and I have been on DVD playing with somebody. That has never occurred because I can tell you the last time I played DVD was about 4 or so months ago with Inky. That was the last time I ever played. I have not played since.
Yes, and I just choose not to get on.
Yes,
But
that's what I'm saying. And
I
I
still
don't
play
know
with it.
either, but if you ever want me to play, just ask me to play because I play with whoever asks me. Half the time
Well, I'm
playing
glad they asked you, boo boo.
until somebody asks me to play. How many times I tell people that that's on
When
my
they ask you to pick them up, go pick them up.
I'll never
No,
be
I'm
able to
talking
thank
about
you
these
enough for
games,
this.
and if they ask me to
This
pick them up,
reliable.
I need to be asked, okay? I don't like people to assume that I'm gonna do it. Just ask me. Then I can say yes or I can say no. And for you, I'm always gonna say yes.
Alright, look at this lag.
No.
Unless I don't got the game. Or unless I'm already busy.
That wouldn't be the case. We both already it's not making you play
That don't be the case. I think people assume that's the case because I know a lot of people and we all be playing similar games, but I'd be like, in actuality, I'm not playing these games with them. I'm playing by myself. So the thought that I'm playing all these games with people is crazy. And I'd be thinking to myself, like, I just let people run with it. Maybe I should start shutting them down. Like, actually, I'm playing by myself, and I've been playing by myself for months. I just know these people that play the same games. I think it's just because I'm really a gamer that's content playing by myself. I don't necessarily like me and Blake were talking about it
What?
earlier that he can't play games by himself. Like he needs that, codependency of somebody in the party with him. Where I'm like, I hop on and there's like 20 people on, but I'm content playing by myself. I just start up the game.
I think for me, it really depends. Like, I gotta make myself get in the mood for it. I would prefer to play with people, but once I like a game, I'm down to just keep playing it.
Yeah, because you're like getting the achievements and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
And I think
DVDs,
Blake
some days I
also,
got more stuff.
I think you have a good selection of games that can be played by themselves too, but I think Blink he plays a lot of heavily multiplayer games where it's like the playing with
It
people
requires
is
you to have a team.
encouraged. Well, I'm really glad that, like I said, he found some really good Apex players and he's diamond now. I'm like, hell yeah. Fuck it, go for it.
Be safe.
I'm gonna drive like a bat out of hell.
Design a cosmetic for people like DVD. I guess it's a competition.
You'd like to design something for you?
Yeah, it looks like that.
I mean,
design a cosmetic contest. 4 winners per category receive free creations in game. Submit by July 20th. So the month you got less than a month. And it's either outfit for killer survivor or banner or badge. Those are like 4 different categories.
Yeah, I like when games do that, give people a chance to show their artistic sides, their creative sides. That's dope.
It does say it has like people they don't want anymore. Like, don't refrain from submitting designs for these survivors. So I guess it's happened.
Like, there's too many for this person. Go with somebody else.
It happened before. So
Yeah, I can
which
see
is
that.
cool. Yeah, it's just trying to be fair, in a sense.
Yeah. Alright, where are my car keys? Excuse me, Bolty, where are the car keys?
I'm cool with designing a cosmetic, right? But do I get royalties from that design, like all the purchases, microtransactions, like,
Oh, right.
or are you just like, yay,
Like, what's the percentage
Let me
of
read
the
my stuff.
actual creation?
Anyway.
right? Like, that's what we got to talk about at this point.
And they're like, oh, what do you mean? We just put it in the shop and that's getting recognition.
Yeah.
We put your name on it and people can see it. That's
Or like, here, you win $10,000 versus like, bro.
They get people like that. People, I don't think people realize, like, lump sum versus residual cash. Like, you want the residual. Fuck the lump sum. Yeah. That shit's gonna run out. Give me something that's gonna last. Give me royalties. Give me, you know, shit.
I need to pay monthly.
Lump sum.
This is a salary.
Like, fuck you, bitch.
Okay, let's see where we're at.
Alright, come on.
So what we're gonna do since they talking. Don't want that carrying over if I don't have to. Sorry about that. That's my bad. I have like 2 of these already. And I haven't tried them either yet. So those will be tested soon. The backpack. I think I have one of those sitting someplace too. This is the one problem with the division. They give you all this loot, all this stuff. But, and here's where the but comes in. You actually have 4 or 5 times the amount of loot that the game will allow. Oh. I'm still running East Coast fairly strong. And blue on your connection is the highest one. The network. The network. Okay, this is more along the lines of what I should be seeing. But I'm getting packet loss now, which makes no sense. So, it's definitely something on my feed in. Probably need to switch out some Ethernet cables. Why is that showing me something going on in Brooklyn? Let's go to Brooklyn and see what's going on. Brooklyn! That was weird.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Safe area entered.
Alright, so it was showing me something new. Let's see what new I get. This is mostly me having not grabbed any of this stuff and just power ran this whole time. So can't be mad about it. Could go down here and get the safe house though. I think I can do that real quick. I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die, but we're gonna do it anyway. All about this test. So, fun fact. Right here, it's very close to where we have to go. Which is why I flew there. But the game never sends you to it. So let's talk DLC. Because of how successful this one was. I ain't gonna lie, at $15, that was a lot of content to put out. Despite the whining people put out there. This was one and done content, and you still got the season for free. And you got people were like, well, they should have put out more. It's like, man, you should have shut the hell up. And the reason I say that is very simply put. Division 2 survived because of its core player base. People who were going to play regardless. Didn't care if it was old, didn't care if it was new. They were going to play. Division 2's downfall, ironically, is the old player base. Because those that weren't going to play, because they wanted something new every single time, were the loudest. And it allowed them to do stupid shit. So they're the ones running around saying, oh, it's a dead game this, it's a dead game that. I'm from the generation of people who straight up a game would come out, there would be no DLC, their expansion would literally be on another disc that you'd have to buy a year or two later, and the expansion would basically be a whole new campaign, and nothing you had would be worth a damn when you did it. And when you finish that expansion, guess what? It's still not worth a damn. Because if they did another expansion, which they used to do 2 or 3 in their cycle. And it used to be a game that would be active for 6 to 7 years. It's like the original Wolfenstein 3D. That game had 6 expansions. Each the same size as the original game. So 6 additional games. But they weren't new games. They were just add-ons to that game. It took them 5 to 6 years to put them out. And what you get now? Far higher graphic fidelity. Way higher content in terms of what you're seeing, and more whiny people than God Green Earth should have about a video game. Like, 6 of the most popular games in the world are all games that are based on seasons only and no actual content. They're all PvP games. A PvP game, yeah, I can see justification for updating every single time and keeping it updated with new maps and new whatever. This is a PvE game, and PvE games are costly. They're not cheap. They're money. A lot of money. They're what keeps PvP games alive. They're what keeps PvE games alive. That's impressive.
Agent requesting backup.
So yeah. Open the map. So, yeah, you get people out here. That goes down. They're all dead. But yeah, so straight up argument for this. Whether people like it or not. As far as games go, as far as anything goes, the community in and of itself can either be the savior or the destroyer. Unfortunately for Division 2, its community nearly destroyed it. And a lot of the bigger streamers won't admit it. As far as Division 2 goes. They'll be like, oh, that's not true. It is true. You're out here whining for more content. It's like, yeah, you can get more content. That's not the problem. It's like, in terms of getting your content, what are you trying to get? All you ever see is people talking about the Dark Zone. It's like, well, great, the Dark Zone. Here's the thing about the Dark Zone. It's simultaneously the greatest benefit and biggest curse of Division 2. Why? Because it's the Division 2. It's like, well, one, it's in the summer, so Dark Zones make no sense whatsoever. People tend to fight less when there's plenty of food around. Alright. Alright, so nothing going on in Brooklyn. We're gonna head up across the bridge. See if he changed his mind about anything since we crossed.
Safe area detected.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
This is Keener's girlfriend. I'm going to have to do the hunters soon. Well, in fact, I have the 4 hunters done, so really these are all individuals and the triple hunter left. Barber shop. I'm not changing anything, but I just want to see something. Okay. So that's good. Moving on up. I never read these before. Let's do that real quick. New York, New York, New York. Canceled, canceled, canceled. So, with all those canceled trains, that means in some places there's miles of supply routes where you literally can just block stuff off and put a toll in if they're going underground with it. Which honestly, that's what the game's kind of leaning towards. But regardless, we're here to see Roy and the tiny dog. This dog should not be alive, because small dogs typically would get wiped out by now.
What can I do for you?
Just checking out what you got, Roy. Just checking out what you got.
Glad we could help each other out.
Paul. The fact that they did nothing with these two and we went to go work with Keener's team makes no sense. Alright, so nothing going on in New York that matters. Back to DC. Which seems to be the one where I lag the most in now. Alright, let's see where we are at. Because I have no real reason for the stream tonight. At all. At all. Not that I was winging it. I'm winging it.
Safe area entered.
Alright, well, back.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer.
Don't care.
Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Which is entirely true. So this build, I don't know. Just don't know. 3-piece there. 4-4 on this one. Let's try with one of the others. Not much I can work with here. Okay. Forgot I had this one. This one might be viable. I'm going to swap that. Overall, it's going to be a lower damage build, but more armor. Actually, where's that one at? This character carried the most useless of the exotic shotguns. So, there it is. So, the reason for trying this with this quite useless shotgun. It's a slug shotgun, which helps. And it's a movement impeding shotgun, which helps. It's also terrible. I'm never going to think that gun's good. Didn't think it was good in testing either. The entire movement impairment guns ideally are PvP weapons, but they were never any good. So they're kind of out there in the wind. It didn't really have one that it would work side by side with. Now, with the stuff swapped, and I am running probably the most reviled chest in the game on this build. So yeah. There we go. So we hit it with the shotgun and switch to the slingshot. So we overlord him, then slingshot him. Yes, that sounds stupid. It is stupid, but we're going to see if it works. Maybe. So it went down. Up that shield. So that was interesting. Very interesting. Alright, lower that lighting for the back. It's never a good spot for a turret. Worthless shits. So the provocateur, that terrible chest. Okay. And I'll talk to that piece in a second.
Should have stayed away from me.
Serious trauma detected.
Come on.
Now, like I said, this is really rather a piece of junk.
Incoming backup
So I should
request.
be regenning armor regardless. But I should also be going to this fight with damage resistance. Does not happen with this piece, ever. That's part of its problem. It's massively nerfed compared to what it was before, and it's completely useless. So ideally, if you want that regen, for real, want that regen. So I'm going to run that one in, and we'll switch this to Catharsis. And Catharsis can take something relatively terrible, and because you have that regen capability and damage reduction capability, because Catharsis, it's not its primary ability. You look at Catharsis, all it is regen. But what it does is you gain the ability to heal the armor. So instead of damage resistance, which obviously is not working because it's not proccing every single time, and it should if it's going to work, or at least 3 out of 4 times, you get nothing. So in this particular build,
Say your fucking prayers.
bam. And that's all for what happens when you add a Catharsis in. So I'm not sure what's going on. I do know the fireworks are starting to go off, and I don't like dealing with people. So that is what it is. All right.
Friendly control point nearby.
So don't know if our guest is coming tonight. It was her idea to stream, so I might hop off and come back on later for a short stream doing shadows or something. I don't know, but it is what it is. And yeah, guess he was busy. I'm a little bit all over the place. But right now, field testing, I feel it, but I ain't feeling it because field testing was more going to be done with them to teach them some of the stuff they can do. I've done everything I needed to do for this week. So, yeah, we're about 90 minutes in. I'm going to leave that build on this character, which the guest may still prove to drag me back on. Who knows? But if I don't come back on, I'll be on sometime this weekend doing my thing on Shadows because I still want to get those side quests done. I may end up on here. I may end up on something else. I don't know. I'm literally in this lovely lull where I'm at the point where it's almost time to start Darksiders 3. But do I really want to start Darksiders 3? That's the question. But the reason we came here, don't care.
Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Yeah, so many things still to do. But I did end up finishing the Scouts off stream. But I have not listened to. And this I'll do before I log off. And like I said, I may be back on, I may not. Who knows? You can never trust what I'm going to do.
Agent in need of backup.
Play the last recording.
Do not call her the Cyclops. Cassandra. Philao Cassandra, not Kelso Cassandra. Jesus, I hate these code names. They are the worst. Then why do you put up with them? As much as I hate them, Keener was right. You need to use the codes so that it's harder for Nat to figure out what you're up to. You want to do the clandestine bullshit and take down the powers that be? You need code names for things. Just some of them suck. Like glasses is too on the nose. You're not a dad yet. You need to dial back the dad jokes by like 15%.
That is crazy. Hilarious, but crazy. So, with that, we will call it for now. As I said, I may be back later. Who knows? But if not, find a way to make way. Make a way to find a way. But achieve your dreams. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time.